Okay, so I'm going to try and help you disassemble an Xbox 360, and hopefully you can see this, but I already took my disk drive out because I need to replace it. I'll show you what it looks like when it's taken out. It looks like this, just normal disk drive pretty much. And you can actually open that up too if you want. Yeah, so basically you're going to want to start by taking this bottom piece off. Or actually no, probably going to want to take the faceplate off first. So you just tear that off. It's hard to get open sometimes. Put that aside. Okay, so it's going to look like that now. This is the power button, so forth, USB. And after that, you're going to want to take this, nope, wrong piece. You want to take this piece off since it's easier first. So yeah, it's the piece with the flat, the bottom part. So basically you just kind of rip that off like that. And this piece is a little harder to get off. The part, it kind of goes in and then it goes back up. So in the part that it goes up, there's, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's two little holes at the end. And basically what you're going to want to do is take like a flathead screwdriver or something, or probably one of the Phillips head screwdrivers. And there's just little things that you can poke in there that pop it up. Probably have to do it both sides. This one I didn't have to do because I already took it apart multiple times. Actually, I need a smaller. Yeah. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, if you have a smaller Phillips screwdriver, is put it in the holes, and then you can just wedge it up. Hold on. Yeah, put it in one of these holes, and you can just wedge it up. I'm probably going to have to rip it off, though, because I don't have a smaller screwdriver right now. This thing's pretty flexible, but you can break it. I didn't, hopefully. It's kind of bent, because I had to rip it off, but let's still go on. And then, yeah, you can see there's the metal part. So the next part you're going to want to take off will probably be the back. So as you can see, there's these little holes here, and there's 2 on this side, and there's 4 on this side. So I would recommend starting with the 2 with a flathead screwdriver and just putting it in there and then wedging it. Actually, there's little buttons in there too that you can push in and then wedge. So I'm going to try and do that now. Let's start with this one. You know what? I'm going to start on this side. This thing is terrible. It's really hard to get off. So I might skip some of this until I get it off. Sometimes it's just lucky to get it off. Let's see, I kind of wedge it open there a bit. And then after you get that a tiny bit open, I want to go to this side. Yeah, there's just little clips in there that you can get open. Okay, so don't take it completely off because it's still attached at the front. So now, at the front, you can see there's clips near that sticker there. I'm holding it so I can't use both hands. But yeah, near this sticker here, there's a clip. This one you'll probably have to use your nails to do. It's really difficult if you don't have 7 hands either. And there's another little clip here at the end. That's the first time I did it, I didn't see. I almost broke it. Okay, so you're gonna want to flip it over like this. And there's a part, this part doesn't have metal on it, but the other part does, because that's the actual part that's attached to the casing, and that opens it up. So here you've got a couple screws on the outside and a couple on the inside too, and then you got about like 8 screws holding the, I think these ones are holding the hard drive, or not the hard drive, the motherboard, and then some of these hold the disk drive and just the rest of the motherboard. So what you're going to need to take those out, I think they're called like Torx or Tortex screwdrivers, but yeah, you're going to need those. I think it's like a T10 it's called. T10 and a T10 and a T8. Not quite sure. I think it's Torx or Tortex or something. If you want to take the complete motherboard out, you're going to want to take these off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to open it up. So I'm just going to take the outside ones off. Oh, this isn't working. Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna do this as fast as I can. Oh, wrong way. Just want to take all the outside screws out. Last time I did this, I put them in tight, so I have to use 2 hands. And don't worry about remembering where they go, because you'll know just putting them in, like the longer and the shorter screws, you'll know where they go. Oh, and somewhere along those lines, you're going to have to take the eject button out on the disk drive. Can't remember exactly when, but yeah, I'll show you. Because the disk drive goes in there like that, but then this eject button, this one here, you could just pretty much rip it off because it's attached here. So you can just pull it up and it comes off. And yeah, I can't remember when you're going to need to take that off, but somewhere along the lines of taking the casing off.